showing you exactly how I generated $870,000 over the last few years in profit, basically. How I've done this through building a personal brand, how I've gotten 2 million views in the last 28 days. Literally this month, at the very end of July, this is how many views we're getting as we speak, and how I've been able to achieve my dream life thanks to this, and giving you guys the exact strategy in depth. I'll be sharing everything. So let's jump straight into the video. So let me show you guys the proof. As you can see, I've gotten 1.7 million views in the last 28 days. We've gotten 750,000 views from Snapchat, 200k from TikTok, 260k from Instagram, 300k from YouTube, 200k from Facebook, and 23k from LinkedIn. And this is just a start. Like, we're exponentially growing, as you can see. So this is only going to increase as we go on. Now, over the last few years, these are my multiple Stripe accounts: Studying, Adding My Consulting, Learn Ecom, Studying.com, A1, Studying.com. If you add up all these numbers, we've done 870,000. Like, I was shocked when I did this screenshot. I was like, damn, I did not know I collected that much money. And this is just in info products. So it's all profit. And I was like, okay, like, that's how I have all the things I have. Like, people wonder how I have a G-Wagon, have 5 Rolexes, how I was able to buy my mom a Mercedes. Like, I wasn't too sure myself. I was like, where's all this money coming from? But adding it all up, I was like, damn, okay, that makes sense. So I've been able to achieve my dream life thanks to this. And I want to share with you guys exactly how you guys can do the exact same, because I'm so grateful for the life that Info Products personal brand has afforded me. So let's go into the strategy. Yeah, it's pretty big. So with the strategy, here's the overview. We're going to go over why now is the best time to start. We'll be going over the 2025 meta, showing you the talking head strategy, as well as the raw vlog strategy. Talk about how you can gain exponential consistency if you just keep this up every single day. Go over some long-term strategies on how you can create the flywheel effect and sort of really scale your reach. Go over how to turn money into views, and talk about how you guys can achieve the exact same thing. So let's zoom into here. So why is now the best time to start? One, we are now moving into an age where old content will live forever. You don't have to go viral anymore. One video can feed your brand for years. With AI getting smarter and smarter, the half-life of content is just extending. As AI gets smarter, old videos just like the one I'm filming right now can be shown a year later, 2 years later, as the AI starts knowing who needs this video at that exact time. So the algorithm is only going to get smarter and smarter, and as it starts scraping the text I'm saying, it transcribes all the audio from this word into text, and it'll know exactly who needs to watch this video 1 month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 3 years from now. That's going to happen more and more. And as your account gets stacked with more and more content, the algorithm has more and more content to play with from your account. Therefore, old videos can still get views many years later. So you're going to start creating content today as AI is getting smarter, and bet that AI is going to start pushing your videos in the future. We're moving into a future where old content will not die. Follow if that hit. So because of that, as AI keeps getting smarter and smarter, you want to build a portfolio of content so that AI will have more data, more resources from your account to push out. So as AI gets smarter, you want to have more content. So I have over 1,000 videos on my TikTok account, and the algorithm has gotten so smart where it knows which video to serve after which video. So it uses its statistics and watch time, and it knows that, hey, if this person watches this Andy My video, they're most likely going to watch this video, they're most likely going to watch that. And as you give TikTok, all these algorithms, more and more videos, it's going to be able to better do that. So give it more data. And on top of that, I'm betting that the algorithm is only going to get better, only going to get smarter over time. So my thing is, I'm going to double down and create as much content as possible, focus on talking voice content, make as many as possible so that I have the most data for TikTok to play around with. So in conclusion, start filming and start building that portfolio of videos. See each piece of content you make as a brick in the overall house. You want to build a large enough portfolio for the AI to have enough data to go ahead and scale your account as it gets smarter over time. That's exactly why now is the best time to start. Now the meta in 2025 is split into 2 ways: talking head videos or raw vlogs. This is sort of what works best. So let's start by going into talking head video. People are moving back to the age of real and raw content. They don't want this highly edited content anymore.
Content creation is moving into the age of anti-edit. People are sick of these highly edited videos, these montages with music. People want these real and raw videos and clips. Like even if you're vlogging, like the reason why Twitch clips are doing so well, it's because they're real and raw. It's sort of these moments that are happening and there's like no music on it. It's just people talking, people POV of like, people want real and raw, especially as AI gets more and more bigger and people can use AI to auto cut together montages, auto sync clips to songs. Like that's going to be less and less wanted because there's just so much supply of that because AI can just pump out infinite amounts of that. What is going to be cherished is real and raw footage, clips, vlogs, whatever it is. The days of unedited, raw and raw is coming back.
Given my hypothesis, you want to start avoiding doing trends and montages since AI can't really push it in the future. There's no closed captions, there's no SEO. Like these videos would die out pretty quickly. So you want to be focused on content with your voice.
One downside of montage content is that it has a very short half-life. It can't be repurposed and re-pushed out by the algorithm in a year's time, 6 months' time, because there's no SEO. It's just music in the background. It's like a silent put together of you walking around, you traveling, and as a result, it can't be repurposed, it can't be re-pushed out by the algorithm because there isn't talking. Talking is what creates SEO. And from what I'm talking, the AI can interpret what value this video is about and show it to the right person. Whereas sort of montages, trending videos, dances, it doesn't provide that value and therefore it can't be pushed out in the future. Furthermore, montages can't be played into a bigger video. So for example, this clip, I could reuse this clip in maybe a longer compilation or a longer YouTube video, whereas a montage video, a music video, a trending video can't be played into a bigger picture. So if you're starting to build your personal brand, try to focus more on value-driven content rather than these trendy videos, music videos, montages. Avoid those if possible.
Therefore, in conclusion, you want to be putting talking head videos and you want to be focused on that because that's what actually generates money. So if you're doing raw vlogs, mix talking head videos in between them.
If you make travel videos, montages, even though you're reaching hundreds of thousands of people, you're getting zero freaking dollars. Because people have no idea who you are unless you're talking to the audience like I'm doing now. How else is they might see your face, they might see some caption, but they only truly get to know you if you're talking to your audience. So you want to start mixing talking head videos into your content if you want to start making money and start building an audience that is monetizable. A travel influencer with 1 million followers, subscribers, might make just the same amount as someone that has 10,000 followers, but they're doing these long form talking head videos. And the reason why the person with 10,000 followers is making more money is because their audience is really getting to know that creator as they're listening to that creator talk in long periods of time. And in doing so, that audience is now willing to fork out and pay money and give money to this creator because the audience resonates with the creator. If no one knows you, no one can buy from you. So talk to the camera. Follow if that hit.
So let me give you the exact talking head strategy on how you can come up with the hooks, how to end the videos on text hook captions, and how you can actually automate this using AI and have it write the scripts for you. So let's jump straight into video hooks. Here's exactly what you want to be focused on in the first 3 seconds.
If you're a content creator struggling to grow, you're losing every single viewers in 3 seconds. And here's the brutal truth. No one sticks around unless you force them to. I'll show you how to fix that. I studied a bunch of viral videos and all the hooks they use, and here were the 4 things that I took away. 1, you want to instantly call out who you're targeting and who you want to talk to. 2, there's always hyperbole in the introduction. Things like you're 2 months away from changing your life and having your dream life. Like that's a hyperbole. 3, they include hard truths. Like there was a hook that said, if you're pulling up to your intern, you need to shut the fuck up. Like that is a, hard truth. And lastly, 4, it indicates what the rest of the video is about. There was a hook that said, I feel bad for motherfuckers that are going through a breakup right now. So that clearly tells you what the video is about. So if you're still losing viewers every 3 seconds, that ends today. drop a comment if that helped, and follow for more content strategies that actually work. You got the message. Now deliver like it matters, because no one sticks around unless you give them a reason to.
Just as importantly, how do you want to end the video? Because how the video ends will determine your engagement.
If your videos don't end with a punch, you're losing viewers. I went ahead and scraped all these top performing talking head videos, and I studied exactly how they ended their videos, and here were the 4 biggest takeaways. 1, they quickly conclude the video. They quickly wrap it up, they don't drag it out, there's a clean exit. 2, most of them include a call to action, asking people to comment, follow, etc. Even those that don't directly say it, they say it in a way where it's designed to provoke comments. 3, there's a motivational end. Most of these videos end with a motivational push. And 4, they reaffirm the hyperbole that was mentioned in the 3-second hook. So it creates this cohesive full story moment in the video. It's not all about your hook. Your ending also matters. Follow if you're done making that mistake.
Next is the on-screen hook, the text you have on your video. That is super duper important, and you want to make sure it's, a strong hook.
Your on-screen text is broken. That's sort of why you're not getting views. I studied these sort of on-screen text of all these top performing talking head videos, and here are the 3 common things I learned. 1, it needs to be controversial and raw. You need to sort of have a hyperbole and just exaggerate. These statements will grab TikTok's attention viewers instantly, and that's crucial for retention. 2, it needs to be relatable and specific, so when people see it, they know exactly that this video is for them and they need to keep watching. Being specific equals clarity, which equals more people stopping to watch. And 3, it needs to call out a specific group of people. The kind of targeted calling out that helps speak directly to someone who is in that exact situation, which will increase relevance and retention. Stop guessing, use better text, get better results, comment it if this helped.
One extra tip, you want to try to have 4 lines worth of text because that increases your engagement and retention and watch time.
One trick I discovered when creating content is you want to have 4 lines of text, because what that does is it increases retention, because now people have to read all 4 lines and then that hooks them in, and by the time they finish reading it, they're hooked into the video. 2, it gives TikTok and social media platforms more SEO, because the algorithm reads what you write and it uses that to target people. So those are 2 reasons why it's very good to have 4 lines in your video.
Video captions. What type of captions do you want to use?
If you write boring captions, you're killing your video. I went ahead and studied what captions all these top performing talking head videos do, and here are my 3 biggest takeaways. 1, you want to keep it very short and simple. 2, it needs to extend on the title, the hook, instead of give more of an emotional background on what you're trying to convey in your video. Add a personal note or reinforce relatability. And lastly, 3, it needs to match the tonality of your hook in the 3 seconds or the text that you have on screen. So if you had a motivational hook and text, then you want it to be a sort of uplifting caption. Or if it was a tactical video, you want to have a clear benefit focus caption in your text, the description below. So fix your caption, stop losing views, follow for more value.
Lastly, how do we automate this with AI? Here's the exact script and prompt I use to come up with all these things I mentioned in a way that would guarantee you views.
AI created this viral video. Steal my exact prompt. So here's the exact whole prompt. Just message me on Instagram if you want a copy of the actual text. But number 1, I say, here's my video. You want to talk about what your video is about. Put in all the points within all your videos. Maybe you even want to provide a screenshot of all the evidence and stats that you might want to use in the attachment, and tell ChatGPT that's what you did. So 1, I asked ChatGPT to come up with a hook that follows these 4 points. So I was like, hey ChatGPT, give me a hook that instantly calls out who I'm targeting, make sure there's a hyperbole, give a hard truth, and clearly indicate what the rest of the video is about. So it will create a 3-second hook that has all 3 of those things, and I provide examples so it knows. Then I tell ChatGPT, please come up with the ending of the video, because I know how you end these videos, it's very important. I'm like, I want the ending to quickly conclude the video, include a call to action, give a motivational push in the end, and reaffirm the hyperbole that was mentioned in the initial hook, and I give it examples. So then it will give me the ending of the video. Next is I asked it to create the on-screen text. So the on-screen text I'm using for this video was done by ChatGPT. I was like, hey, create a visual text overlay, make sure it's hyperbolic, controversial, and raw, relatable and specific, and calls out a group or moment. And I give it some examples. So then it'll give me, the text I'm using for this video. Fourthly, I asked for the post and description. So I asked it to create a post and description that is very short, casual, make sure the caption extends the title or gives emotional background on what I'm trying to say, and have it match the tone of the hook. Then I'm like, hey, in short, give me a few options for 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So for the 3-second hooks, it gives me 3 different 3-second hooks to choose from based on my criteria as I mentioned. Give me 3 endings, give me 3 visual text overlay, give me 3 post captions. And this whole thing, it's a pretty long script, so that's why I have to do 4 screenshots. But I literally paste that whole thing in with the information on my video, and it pumped out this video, and I now use it for all my future reels, and it's super duper handy. That's the exact prompt I use on ChatGPT. Follow for more. Send me a message on Instagram if you want the exact text. I can send you a Word doc with everything there. Drop a comment if you're going to try this today.
So yeah, that was the exact formula when it comes to talking head videos. Now let's jump into the formula for raw vlogs. So let's dig into this. So we'll start with what clips. Like, what clips do you want to choose for these raw vlogs? One tip is fear-based clips.
So this video I posted yesterday is doing really well on all platforms, and it's about these 2 drunk Japanese men holding this drunk girl home. So why did it do well? The reason why it does well, because it sort of jumps on people fear. Like, people want fear related things. This is a scary thing on 2 creepy guys walking this drunk Japanese girl home. Like, it's fear. So in order to get more views, you want to get clips and moments that, jump on people's fear, things that people can share to other people, things that sort of gross people out. There's a reason why news is just super fear-based. You jump on the news, there's a lot of fear, because that's what helps with retention. So if you want to get more views, get clips, get moments that is sort of around fear.
Another tip is you want to double down on content in public. Public, stranger, cold approach type videos are doing very, very well because people want to see that raw interaction with strangers, especially as we're moving to a time where people are scared to talk to people, so they'd rather watch someone to talk on their behalf.
Content in public does really well. So this is a content of my mum dancing in public, and it's, this public shot. It's, people are scared to do this in public, and that's why it does well. Here's another clip that did well. It's me talking about all these hostesses on the street of Japan. Strangers are around. So basically try to find clips of me vlogging in public with strangers walking around, because that does really well. Me POV just walking on my own, that doesn't do as well. People love content with strangers because they themselves are scared to talk to strangers. Therefore, I want you to double down on public POV vlog style content.
A tip is you want to avoid using different languages. Focus on English.
Avoid starting the first 3 seconds in a different language. Here's an example. Different language. Because when you do a different language other than English, all of a sudden people just start scrolling because they're like, I don't understand this, let's keep scrolling. So if possible at all times, try to just have English text and content. But if need be, you can put subtitles for English, but especially in the first 3-second hook, you probably want to start with a English segment, and then you could jump back to the Vietnamese or non-English segment if needed. But that clip got very little views, so I made that mistake so you guys don't have to. Make sure in your hook and your video it's all English if possible.
And lastly, you want to avoid aesthetic content because there's just so much out there. It's just a high barrier to entry. It's expensive. You're competing against everyone. There's always someone with more money, with a better yacht, a better Airbnb. So you want to avoid it if possible.
This is horrible for retention. Like, this for the first 3 seconds just crushes your video's retention. So that's 1. 2, this is a very slow, boring clip as well. Like, I think it's nice and aesthetic and all, but it's just too slow. Like, it's nice and aesthetic, but there's so much of these aesthetic shots on TikTok that you have to really get the right song, the right clips, the right filtering. Like, this is also weird filtering. So I guess the main tip is when it comes to short form content, the aesthetic, cinematic, turn your camera sideways thing, unless you're very, very good, it's not going to work. Like, this video flopped and didn't do well at all. In conclusion, avoid creating cinematic, aesthetic things unless you really have a clear vision on how you can make it stand out, because AI and everyone can do it because there's no barrier to entry. It doesn't require any talking. So as a result, the video is now competing against everyone else that can do it.
Next, for these raw vlogs, let's go over the first 3 seconds. Let's go over tips on how you can get the best hook possible, because that is very important. So the first tip is you want to make sure the first 3 seconds is visually stimulating. Very important.
You don't want to start with dark footage. Dark footage is horrible for retention. So if in the first 3 seconds it's all dark, people can't see your face, even if there's a voiceover, it is very bad. So what you might want to do if it's just a dark footage, you should have put these photos, these epic night photos underneath. Have it B-roll underneath as I'm talking. So that would have helped with retention. Like put this bright photo underneath, and I guess you can have, or even switch it around. Put the dark talking on the bottom and then B-roll these photos from the get-go so people would know what they're expecting. So if you're forced to use dark footage, get creative with it. Use B-roll, use stock image, like do something where it's not dark and you can't see anything. People are visual, like social media platforms, these short forms, it's all visual. So don't use dark, unseeable footage.
On that note, the very first frame needs to pop and grab people's attention.
Your very first scene needs to pop. Like this is too slow, too boring. Like this gets nice, but it's too late. People already scrolled off. You have 1 second to get their attention, and this isn't going to get their attention. It's this slow me walk, like this would get their attention. That should have been the first scene. And even considering jumping straight into where the drop happens, because there's that 1 second that's too long. So when creating these beautiful montages, you want to get people's attention as quick as possible. The very first frame needs to pop and hold people's attention.
So that is why you want to pick a very powerful first frame for every video.
This video did really well because it has such an amazing opening shot. Like just look at that. How beautiful is that? That's such a beautiful shot. So the moral is you want your first shot on your short form content to be this wow. Ideally even the first 3 seconds. See if you started it with this, like the selfie, that wouldn't have done well. But you started with that nice panoramic shot showing the view and everything, and that's why I got a lot of views. So yeah, the first shot is very important, so you want to make it as impactful, as wow as possible, and that will keep people watching.
So make sure that first frame, the color pops and it grabs your attention.
So the very first frame of your video needs to be interesting. Like right now, this is very boring. 1, it's sideways, so people are like, what the hell? 2, my back is showing and I have this backpack, so you can't even see me. There's this weird dark water patch that makes it look weird. This is a bit more interesting, but it's only on the top 30%. Like this is not a good first frame. The first frame is very important when it comes to short form content. So that's why this video flopped. It's just a boring first 3 seconds. It's like, what? Like this would have been nicer-ish, but still a bit like this is better. Like those would have been more hooky. So make sure the first frame is something that pops to keep people from scrolling to the next video.
Therefore, you don't want to color grade and make the video a bit more darker or dull or sad tones. You want to keep it bright.
So you should have color graded the first scene to pop. Right now you color graded it where it's still a bit dark. Like this is a better, brighter shot, but that first shot, even these shots, they're very dark. Dark footage don't do well on short form. So always start with a very bright, color popped, color grade scene at the very first second. It's very important. Like this is a good shot, but this is dark. Everything else is dark. You just want to color grade videos to be brighter in general, and basically not dark and sad.
Now with these raw clips, you want to make sure you have an interesting headline.
So this is a boring text. No one cares about if you get window seat or not. Something would have been cooler was bro lands in Mars. Something like that. Or at least like bro is landing in the middle of Australia. This text is very, very boring. And people read it, they're like, oh, this is not interesting. They scroll to the next one instantly.
Furthermore, you actually want to instantly deliver on what was promised in the headline. Show it straight away.
So you want to instantly show what is mentioned. So you talked about this beautiful sunrise, but you don't see any beautiful sunrise. So it's not matching. There's no consistency. Like you start seeing the sunrise here, but still not yet. Here, you start seeing the sunrise. So you probably should have started here. And then if you needed those B-roll, you could have So instantly show what's mentioned. Put all this underneath, or maybe have the black talking. Then once that's talking done, you can put that B-roll underneath. But you want to instantly show that sunrise. So you could just hold that long sunrise shot. Just have this long, and put all that B-roll underneath. So you always want to instantly deliver on what was promised in the text.
A bonus tip, don't start your video with complaining. People scroll past that. People don't want to see complaining and yapping.
Don't start with negative clips.
Tired. My
Negative.
tired.
People don't want to watch negative, they'll keep scrolling.
And everything. Fish hungry.
But I do go over positives.
Keep going. Gratitude. Thank you. Thank you.
This is
Thank
positive.
You. Thank you.
So you should have started with the positive. People innately don't want to listen to negative things. So you want to start with the positive of me being grateful, me thanking with each step. So start with the positive and then jump back to the negative part to give people context on why I'm trying to be grateful. And when I say I'm one with the universe, people will understand it comes from that pain. So always start for the first 3 seconds, for the first part of the video, have it be a positive hook because that will hook people in. And then you could maybe put in the negative for context after.
Now the next thing is consistency/promise. This is very, very important. You want to make sure the video matches what was promised.
When you're creating content, you want to make sure your text matches the description. So this text says, bro, didn't expect the train station would be jam-packed. But then, the first 3 seconds, it's not that jam-packed. As you can see, it's pretty empty. So people are going to be like, hey, this doesn't match, and they're just going to scroll past. So making sure that the video actually matches what is said is very, very important. Consistency is very important when it comes to creating short form content. Your caption, everything needs to be aligned. It's similar to YouTube. If people click on your video and the thumbnail and title doesn't match what they instantly see, then they'll click off it.
And you want to actually show what was written in the headline. It needs to be there.
You didn't show what was mentioned. So you talked about this well-deserved dinner, but in the whole 30-second video, you don't show what was talked about. So whatever you say in the text, you want to deliver on the promise. People aren't happy when you say, hey, you got treated to a well-deserved. They want to see it and you don't even show the dinner in the video. In conclusion, make sure you show what is mentioned in the text. Don't tease it.
So yeah, that's all the tips I have when it comes to creating raw vlogs. And if you do this correctly, you're going to probably be able to get tons of views and really build that cult following because they're really getting to know you as a person because it's raw vlogs. That's why Twitch streamers are doing so well. So now let's jump into exponential consistency. Very good section. So let me save you a lot of time with some lessons. 1, you don't want to be treating this as a lottery machine.
Stop treating social media like this lottery ticket. Everyone talks about how every day you're putting out these lottery tickets and all of a sudden now you're just chasing for that viral video. Treat it like the journeyman. Like a lot of actors, they're just doing film after film after film, and then 20 years in, they have that big, made it moment, some massive movie that puts them into the globe. But that's how life usually is. But with social media, we've been tricked into this sort of lottery system where it's like, hey, let me try get that viral, let me try get that viral video, where you're not enjoying the journey. This isn't normal. Like success takes time and patience. Like only recently has social media created this world where success can happen overnight. You can become an overnight success thanks to social media. But guess what? It's not really long-lived if you get it that way. But if you're sort of treating it as like a journey and you're sort of taking that journeyman route, you're building the foundation, you're taking it slow and steady, you're being patient. So when you do reach your success, it's going to be a sustained success. So stop treating social media like this lottery system. Stop chasing that viral video. Enjoy this journey, put in the work, and just see it as one piece of content after another. Keep at it.
Rather, instead, you want to be treating it like the gym, putting in small workout, small videos each and every day.
You don't post for one day and people instantly forget you. That's how short our memory and attention span has gotten. Like something major would happen and within a week you totally forgot because it's on to the next thing. The news cycle has been shortened by so much. It's sort of like going to the gym. The moment you stop working out, you start losing all your gains. There's sort of this decaying effect. I sound a bit funny because I got my retainers on at the moment. But you're constantly fighting this wave, the algorithm and your viewers. Like If you don't post, you're going to be pushed back to the shore. If you're posting once a day, that's keeping you steady. But in order to get ahead, you're going to have to be sprinting, posting 3 to 10 times every single day. That's sort of the time we're in at the moment. It sucks, I know. You got to keep showing up every single day. Not only that, but posting once a day is no longer enough. You're going to have to post 3 to 10 times every single day if you want to actually get into people's minds. Follow if this was the hard truth you might have needed.
If you properly show up every single day, people will eventually be forced to know you.
Just keep showing up, and eventually the AI, the algorithm is going to keep pushing you and force your viewers to get to know who you are as a person. Just keep showing up. That's all you need to do. That's it. Just keep showing up. They can't ignore you forever. Drop a comment if you're done being invisible.
Understand that social media is like building bricks within this bigger house. Every piece of content is a little brick to this house that isn't visible until it's done.
Every day that you're posting content, you're getting stronger and stronger and better. The algorithm is getting smarter and smarter. You're stacking those returning viewers each and every day. Your old videos are now still getting pushed as AI sort of SEO scrapes what you talked about and they get pushed to relevant viewers. You're also getting better and better at talking, communicating, and content creating. So as long as you're posting content every day, everything is working in your favor. Things are exponentially getting better. So get started today, be consistent, and know that the consistency, it's like you're building these building blocks, these bricks, and you're sort of building this house. And don't think every piece of content is like a waste. See it as a brick in this bigger house that you're building. And for the first, 1,000 bricks, the house is not going to look like a house. But the moment you get, the 3 walls, 4 walls done, all of a sudden it just looks like a house out of nowhere. And that's a metaphor for you blowing up out of nowhere because of all the bricks and all the foundations you spent days, months building. So keep at it and start building.
So keep posting as everything can change in 30 days.
You're literally 1 month from posting every single day from changing everything. The secret is showing up daily. As you show up daily, your watch time is going to increase as people get to know your face. Here's a great example. Snapchat provides this in its insights showing the average view time. See how it's automatically gone up. I've changed nothing. I haven't had a viral video on Snapchat. I had nothing changed, but people just started recognizing my face. And as a result, the average watch time just went up. So that's the secret. Just keep showing up daily. People will start recognizing your face. Your watch time will start increasing and eventually a video is going to pop. It isn't luck, it's consistency. You know what to do.
Now, let me give you some secrets that I wish I knew when I got started. Number 1, it might be cliche, but keep being you. Keep being you for a long enough period and the algorithm will kick in and show you to the exact people who love you for who you are.
The algorithm is literally trying to help you, but you're not feeding it enough data. You want to be posting as much as possible for 30 days straight and just being the authentic you. And if you do it consistently every single day, the algorithm is going to find exactly who likes you, who wants to listen to you, who is your true tribe members. But most of you aren't patient enough. Most of you are giving up after 5 days, 10 posts, 20 posts. Like give it 200 freaking posts and trust me, the algorithm is going to exactly know who your ideal audience is. And as AI gets smarter and smarter over time, that algorithm is only going to get stronger and stronger. So you just want to keep posting, keep being the authentic you and let the algorithm do the heavy lifting. All you have to do is just show up as yourself. The algorithm wants to work for you. Show up daily and let it do its job. Follow if you're in.
That being said, I know previously I talked about using AI to come up with amazing hooks. Eventually, that will fade off. Just be you and talk from the heart and that will do much, much better in the long run.
3-second hooks are good in here, but you want to be speaking from the heart. You're going to have more impact, more viral videos. You're going to attract your ideal customer by just speaking from the heart. Not only that, you'll be able to pump out more content because now you can just pick up the camera and just start filming, just speaking, rather than having to think of a 3-second hook, trying to hook in the customer. Like that just takes too much work. And as a result, I'd rather upload twice as much speaking from the heart versus uploading half as much with perfected, thought out 3-second hooks. And guess what? I've done both, and they seem to do the exact same. People want you, not a formula. Say what you mean. Comment if you're done faking it.
Another cliche is you gotta love it. You gotta freaking love the content that you're making. That is a big secret.
3 videos in a row. Bro, how are you doing it? The secret to how I can just pump out infinite amount of these videos is that I actually love it. I love what I do. I love filming these videos. I love documenting my journey. I love sharing what I know. I love replying to comments with videos. I love engaging with my viewers. Like, I love it. I think that's a successful thing that I've noticed a lot of successful people do. They love what they do. They can do it all freaking day. Like, the people that say they work 20, 30, like 16-hour days, the only reason why they can work those long hours is because they actually love what they do. Yes, it's still work, but they actually love it. That is a secret sauce. Love.
And lastly, the biggest secret is combining the talking head videos with the raw lifestyle vlog videos. The raw lifestyle vlog videos, that would get a lot of reach and views, but the talking head videos is what will get you the followers and that cult following.
So how you grow a cult following is you want to mix lifestyle content where people get to know who you are as a person with value-based content on why they want to go ahead and hit the follow button. So the lifestyle content is stuff like you guys seeing me travel, snowboard, go out clubbing with friends, camping, hiking, etc. It allows you guys to get to know me as a person. But there isn't any value there. So if I did that alone, you guys wouldn't follow me. But then the value-based content where I'm educating you guys, I'm giving you guys my knowledge and my field of expertise, that's where I'll get the follow. So you want to be creating lifestyle content, and that's for reach, getting to people to see your face and recognize you. But the value-based content, it's going to get less views, but that's where people go ahead and follow you and take action and convert on whatever you might be offering. So when I post lifestyle content, I get a bunch of views, but I don't get much followers at all. But when I start posting these value-based videos, they get much less views, but that's where I get the follow. So the secret is mixing both of those. That's how you grow a cult following.
So yeah, that's the long-term play, and that's some secrets. Let's go into this very important topic of how do you turn these views into money? Very important.
So let's say you're getting hundreds of thousands of views every single month. How do you go ahead and turn that into money? First thing first is you need a product. Now the product can be a physical product, can be a digital product, can be coaching, you can be selling your time, but you need to start with a product. Try to think of a product that you would personally use or you would enjoy sort of offering as a service, whether it's coaching, training. Find something that you enjoy, because if you enjoy it, when it comes to pitching it and selling it on your social media following, it's gonna make sense. There's gonna be consistency there. Let's say I enjoy helping people, then when I go ahead and create this offer where I want to coach people to grow an online following and how to convert that into money, it sort of syncs and matches with what I've been talking about. And what I've been talking about is already things I enjoy. So there's a consistency there. Now that you already have that cult following, you have that consistent reach, you want to start sprinkling in your offer and your product. You want to do Gary Vee's jab, jab, right hook, where you sort of do a value post, just your usual post, and then do a hook. So let's say it's me showing you guys how to get better hooks on your short form content, another video about how to pick trending ideas, and then I could go on the hook. Hey guys, if you want to go ahead and grow your personal brand and take it to the next level, please send me a DM, as I'd love to see if I can help you out. So that'll be the hook video where I try to sell them. Now, if the product is under $100, you can simply put the product on a Shopify store, Etsy, Amazon, and just sell it through that. But if it's probably over 100, then you might want to do like a sales funnel where if they're interested, they book in a call with you, you jump on a call with them, you see if you can help them out, and then you go ahead and you share your service. This works really well with high ticket offers. So you can sell anything for $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 plus through a sales funnel just like that. But yeah, that's a brief overview on how you can go ahead and convert the views into money.
And yeah, that is the whole strategy. I think the impressive thing is not that I've been able to achieve these amazing results, do nearly $1 million in revenue just off info products, but I've been able to help other students and other clients achieve their dream, get their dream cars, hit their goals. So if all these people from all over the world can do it, so can you. So if you're looking to get help and you want someone to handhold you through this whole process, send me a message on Instagram at AndyQMai or send me an email at consulting@andymai.org. Both will be in the description below. But that is the whole strategy. This is a very in-depth video. It took a lot of time to put together. It's been in the works for the last month. I've been putting this together with all those clips that you see. This should be everything you need to go ahead and implement this strategy completely on your own. You don't need to invest in a coach, buy a course. This should be enough. But for those who want that handheld guidance, hit me up. Also, if you just have a question, send me a message because I'm replying to all DMs, I'm replying to all questions completely for free. I just want to help out. I want to be part of the journey and I just want to reply to your messages. So send me a message if you have any questions whatsoever because I just want to help out. Hopefully you guys got a ton of value in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.